Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out that more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy. Is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back
Let me stop playing around. Let me stop, let me stop, playing around with the intro. You know what I'm saying? Big shout out to everyone that's in the building, man. WCS back on the boulevard. You already know. Big shout out to everyone that's in the building, of course. I thought it would be important to come on here and speak on this specific fight, this matchup, because it is a big matchup. But like I always say on WCS, man, boxing always has a way of sending us on a wild goose chase, as they call it, the old cliche term, wild goose chase. You know what I'm saying? It always has the tendency just to present us with information that is extremely misleading off the common path, and we have to find our own way to what's real and what's unreal. And with Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia, we already know that it's been a lot of changes, or whatever you want to say about this fight. It's considered to be one of the biggest fights of 2023, but yet we can't get specifics. Big shout out to King Mitch, the first in the building. You already know, man. King Mitch on deck. Combat, what up? What up with it, Mitch? What's good? So, previously, when the information had broke, right, about Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia, first of all, it was a fight that was already being talked about previously before he stepped in the ring with Hector Garcia. Once in the ring with Hector Garcia, he handled business, and now we was getting more and more involved, immersed around this upcoming fight that people want to know when it was going to actually play out. So, the fight that came out originally, the rumor mill was April 15th. Okay, April 15th at Allegiant Stadium. That's what the word that was going around. April 15th, Allegiant Stadium. Now, of course, with a fight being this far out from the actual date, which has gotten closer now, you know what I'm saying? It's next month. It's gotten closer. The presser starts tomorrow, and it's getting closer. But the original information that was disseminated out to the audience and the boxing fans was April 15th. Now that has changed to April 22nd, right? Then the bigger part of it was that it's supposed to be at Allegiant Stadium. And like Mitch said, T-Mobile Stadium is more appropriate. Now the fight venue is going to take place at T-Mobile. You're going from 65,000 capacity to 20,000 capacity. 65,000, 20,000. 65,000 to 20,000. You know what I'm saying? That's a huge difference, huh? You know what I'm saying? That's a huge difference when it comes down to it, huh? That's a difference of 45,000. Now, when we initially heard this was going to be in Allegiant Stadium, it was like, wow, can they sell out Allegiant Stadium? I mean, are they that big? And WCS is, I put it out there. I said, well, Ryan Garcia, he's just going off, social media followings, but he haven't really built himself up like that. You know what I'm saying? For him to fly as this megastar in boxing, he's going off his profile, his name, image, and likeness. Remember, I put that out for you. The NIL, that's a big thing right there. Your name, image, and likeness. Ryan Garcia is going off his name, image, and likeness. Gervonta Davis more so is going off his credentials, his achievements, and what he's been able to do in the ring to build up his fan base. So being that boxing is a business and we have seen boxers come in here all popularity, this is another fight that's based off popularity on both sides. It's just more so Gervonta Davis' popularity blends well in his accomplishments and what he's been able to achieve and his persona in knocking fighters out and being a complete boxer, being Mr. Entertainment, Mr. El Chin Checker. For Ryan Garcia, he's just one of those guys that people allow to get away with certain things that fighters like Gervonta couldn't get away with. You know, like I always say, he's quirky, goofy, you know what I'm saying, giddy. He does little happy-go-lucky type stuff that a fighter like Gervonta can't get away with. But in this case, guess what? People don't care about it. People's like, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for him to make all the videos. It's okay for him to act the way he's act because, you know, he comes off as a user-friendly type boxer. As for Tank comes off as a tank. He comes off as a person that will let you know this is what the cannon's working with. The Glock don't have no safety. You know what I'm saying? Baltimore's own. That's what he works with. Ryan Garcia, not so much, man. Ryan Garcia, not so much. So when this news came out about Allegiant Stadium, I say that's big. That's huge right there. Like, that's a big deal if they're able to pull this off. 65,000, you know, that's huge if they're able to go in there and pull this off, right? But now that the information is out and they're fighting in T-Mobile, yeah, I agree. I agree with what Mitch said. This is more of a reality. This is more appropriate for this fight. Because as much as they was trying to build it up and really inject some life into it, I'm talking about really some pads. They was trying to inject some pads in this fight. They was trying to juice it up a little bit more than what it was actually was naturally. You know, they was trying to really say like, hey, this is going to do these numbers. This is going to be that number. This, and this. And then reality set in that, yeah, people was talking about it as much as they could out here. You know, they was trying to build it up as much as they could. But the reality of what we continue to know is that money isn't quite the way people would be. Only expensive. Money isn't the way it is out there. So it's a little bit tougher for them to make fights of this magnitude in Allegiant Stadium and pay these fighters what they're supposed to get. Now, since they have compressed the venue down to 20,000, you can only imagine what the ticket prices are going to be. These ticket prices are going to be crazy. I believe some of them are going to be affordable. You know what I'm saying? If you bring a goddamn pocket air mattress and you're up there near the AC units, that should be affordable. That should get you about $200 to $300. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That should get you about two, you know, that air pocket matches. You know, purchase a dang nosebleed seat. Excuse me, I had to get some water. But let me check on here. Man, shout out to my guy, Bud Crawford Beats Easy Route Spent. Hey, shout out to my Prince on deck, man. And definitely go check his channel out, sub to it. support this content, man. Appreciate you pulling up, Joe. I mean, pulling up, bro. Joe Allen Boxing, what's good? I would think, and salute for joining, you know what I'm saying, being on the chat. That's the first time I seen you over here. Salute to you, brother. Good to have you. I would think Davis and Garcia together could fill up almost anywhere. 20,000, that's a shame. I love these fighters so much, I don't know who to pull for. Well, I'm definitely pulling for Tank. I look at it like this, Joe. I thought with the proper promotion, like, you know, months back, I thought with the correct promotion, we can inject a little bit of juice into this fight, and we can potentially see them fighting in Allegiant Stadium. That seems not to be the case right now. Why? Because just like I said, they are only doing 2 press conferences, right? They're not doing a press tour like I thought they would leading up to this fight. I thought they would do a West Coast, East Coast. I did read somewhere where they're supposed to do one in LA and the other one in New York. It would have been better for them to just, you know, jump past New York and come on down to Atlanta, because that's what Ryan Garcia is attempting to tap into the black network of boxing, the black boxing fans. You know what I'm saying? He's attempting to make that changeover, right? I wouldn't say crossover just yet, you know, changeover. He's trying to do a changeover. He's trying to, you know, win over some new fans or whatever. They should have came down here to Black Hollywood, bro, and stop using us as a doormat when it come to boxing. New York is known. That's the Mecca. That's one of the Meccas, dog. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what type of fan base you're looking for up there. You know what I'm saying? Because if you look at Ryan Garcia and how he chose to dress and how they portraying him on the flyer, he was the only fighter with a freaking ice on. Yeah, it was a little tacky to me. But anyway, moving on. Caveating off what Joe said, I'm like this. If they could have injected some juice into this promos and liven it up a little bit, you know, had them talking trash, you know, trying to get that Jamel Charlo, Tony Harrison energy going. You know what I'm saying? Quite different than what we're seeing with Tim Tszyu and Tony Harrison. But if they can just inject that type of energy into this and really give us what we're looking for in this fight, maybe they could have put it in Allegiant Stadium. But obviously the funds is not there for them to spend on promoting and to pay for a venue such as Allegiant Stadium. Man, that's expensive, bro. So they, in my perspective, is downgraded a bit to T-Mobile based off what was initially put out with these 2 fighters. I'm being honest, right? You know, what was initially said for this fight was going to be huge. It's going to be one of the biggest fights of the year, grandioso. Have it in Allegiant Stadium, now it's at T-Mobile. Well, you know, the only thing that's going to happen right now is the ticket prices and the performance value. That's all. I mean, I mean, maybe somebody else is going to get an opportunity to fight in Allegiant Stadium as a boxer. Shout out to Bud Crawford Beast. Easy Route Spence with the $5 super chat. Appreciate you pulling up. And thanks, one love to you, brother, for donating to the channel. He said, not the best versus the best, but battle of TikTok and Instagram. According to Steven Espinosa himself, Tank by knockout. Ron not ready for big step up. I repeat, not the best versus the best, but battle of TikTok and Instagram. According to Steven Espinosa and Tank by knockout, Ryan not ready for the big step up. He did mention that, didn't he? But the craziest part about it there, Bud Crawford BC's Ross Spence, right, is that we didn't see YouTube on there. YouTube gets no love at the end of the day. It's many reasons why. You know what I'm saying? TikTok is more isolated. You know what I'm saying? You can put the videos out on TikTok and they can be somewhat individual. You have more of an individual presence on Instagram and TikTok. But anyway, yeah, I did hear him say that. And that's just incredible that at this point in 2023, And being that we've known boxing to be in existence for as long as we can go back, right? That that line right there, TikTok and Instagram, would even come out of, his mouth. A president that's on a platform like that, you trying to tell me boxing as a system has not grown? Over all these decades, the system has not grown. It hasn't matured enough to the point where we won't be talking about TikTok and Instagram to promote fighters. It's crazy. This don't make any sense. That just goes to show you, man, that they need a independent commission. They need an independent governing body. They need an independent president to be over boxing. They need one belt structure. They need to tighten up. You know what I'm saying? Maybe the money would be better. Maybe the money would be better. But I can tell you this, if they regulate the sport, that's less people that's going to be able to eat off the sport of boxing. You know what I'm saying? That's less people that's going to be able to do what the hell they want to do and be reckless with it. Andrew Charles on deck. I see you. WCS salute to you, Andrew. But shout out to Bud Crawford Beats Easy Route Spence. Thanks for the $5 super chat, brother. Salute to you. Yes, sir. The prices will be crazy. It's gonna be extremely expensive. Shout out to my guy Deion Washington. Really wanted this in Allegiant. I did too, man. I really wanted to see something pop off. Just spark up 2023 from what the dismal effect from us standing by. You know what I'm saying? Like Deion always said, call me when the first punch is thrown. We was just sitting up here going out, well, they were just going through a time period of misery, stormy weather, you know what I'm saying, thunder and lightning. You know what I'm saying? We got nothing out of 2022 except hocus pocus nonsense. And now I feel that Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia was another hocus pocus event. Because I tell people all the time about hocus pocus, but they don't understand what I mean, obviously. I even mentioned puppetizing the audience. The boxing community continue to be puppetized. What do I mean by that? Puppets are basically what? Their whole entire character is based off someone else stringing them along, right? I feel boxing does that to the audience all the time off false information. Misleading information. It's not that they're lying, but they're just not telling you the whole truth when it comes to certain fights being made, where they're going to be made, you know what I'm saying? Or certain information that is leaked about a certain fighter just to keep interest on that fighter, that they may be fighting an opponent that you say, oh man, that's different. Okay, all right. But the whole entire reason for them to leak the information is to keep the highlight on one half of the matchup. They're going to basically dispose of the second opponent to bring in the real opponent. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always some hocus pocus shit going on. And I feel like this Allegiant Stadium, a lot of people's looking forward for that event to happen, like something spectacular as Allegiant Stadium, Vegas. Gervonta Davis coming, from where he came from to be the first, to be a part of that, the magnitude of that stadium. That shit would be incredible, bro. And then also Ryan Garcia, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though I feel that he hasn't earned that spot yet, in my opinion, people are hyping this dude up to give Gervonta Davis problems, just like they was hyping Isak Cruz up, just like they was hyping freaking Yorkis Gamboa, just like they was hyping Mario Barrios, you know what I'm saying? Just like they was hyping Hector Garcia. I would think right around now that Gervonta should be getting some of those automatic checks in the box when his name comes up to face people. They just keep doubting, because of his stature or whatever. I don't know why they keep doing that, the Tank, though. But Tank keep on knocking their ass clean out, bro. You know what I'm saying? But they are giving Ryan Garcia an opportunity. In T-Mobile Arena, they are providing Ryan Garcia to be a part of the Magic Show. In between them is David Copperfield. I grew up off David Copperfield when he was younger. David Copperfield the magician of all magicians. People are believing that this fight between Tank and Ryan Garcia may indeed go the distance. See, I can't sit up here and perform analyses on people. I can't hook up those electrodes to their cranial cap and see what is sparked up and what isn't. You know what I'm saying? I can't do that, man. They won't allow me. I'm not qualified medically to put myself in a position. But if I'm looking at this fight, right, one or two things. I remember Floyd Mayweather milking the people with Marcos Maidana. But Marcos Maidana was coming off a win, a championship win off Adrian Broner. So he was certified official. You can't take nothing away from Chino. Chino was certified official, bro. So Floyd Mayweather scooped him up and said, okay, let's fight. So the first fight was, pretty decent. He did catch Floyd. It was close to what people think. So Floyd said, let me get a 2-for-1 out there, please. Yes. And you supersized that. So he brought him back for a second one. The second one was much easier than the first. I don't know if this is what we're looking at, but I'm going to put it out there already. This is a fight where physically, boxing IQ, skill for skill, I don't see Ryan Garcia making it to the final bell, right? If we're talking about boxing as a business and it deals with money, then this fight may go the distance. If they're looking to make this a 2-for-1 special, not with Isaac Cruz. I know people always talk about Gervonta Davis and Isaac Cruz when he said hell no after Isaac said he wanted a freaking rematch. Isaac doesn't have the star value of a Ryan Garcia. That's why I'm saying this fight may be a 2-for-1. This may be a fight that's a 2-for-1 special. Hold on. Let's see. King Mitch say putting 20,000 asses in the seats can never be considered a shame, especially in today's climate of boxing. No, I can never say that's bad. I never put those numbers at 20,000. That's not bad at all. I'm just saying from when the initial news broke, it has downgraded from there. 65 to 20,000, leaves 45 in between. So all I'm saying is it's a huge reduction. You know what I'm saying? It's a huge reduction in the amount of fans that would have been in attendance according to the capacity for which they was trying to make at Allegiant Stadium. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But T-Mobile isn't bad at all. I just felt like Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia was going to have a breakout. They was going to try to resuscitate boxing to a point. We was going to see something big, man. Like we're going to see some. We was going to be able to look at that shit from a panoptic view, man, and say, damn, this is what boxing's about, man. That shit is electric in that stadium. This is what it's all about, But we'll just take the T-Mobile, man. You know what I'm saying? The T-Mobile is fine. Whatever. Like you said, Mitch, 20,000 isn't a poor number at all, especially in this day of time. But if Mitch is going to put this in my chat, then we have to also remember what I said. All right? I said, if we're moving away from tradition, and you know damn well none of these fighters can touch Floyd Mayweather numbers, and whoever else is up there in the top 5, we need to understand that we need to lower the bar, and know that the numbers that these fighters are going to put out pay-per-view wise is not going to equal or come even close to equaling what you see up here what Floyd Mayweather was able to do. We need to leave that alone. Times has changed. The economy has changed, especially when it comes to the system of boxing. So therefore, lower your bar. And let's look at these lower numbers right now as being some pretty good, solid numbers. And stop looking at them every time they come out. Oh, so-and-so only did 250. So-and-so only did, 395,000. Listen, the shit is different this day and time. The inflation is absolutely real. There's nothing fake about inflation. So when it's costing more for these promotions to go out here and make certain fights, then we get the language of the TikTok and the Instagram. But make no mistake about it, 20,000 asses in the seats, they pack that shit out, which they will. They'll sell that shit out easy. Easy. And it's just amazing that them two, Gervonta, I lock in. But it's amazing that Ryan Garcia is about to get a shot that, in my opinion, some other people that have a better resume should be in this position, but don't too many people know him. They don't have the star quality, okay? The star quality of a Ryan Garcia. Gervonta has star power. Ryan Garcia has star quality. That's where I'm at with it. All these fake ass expectations. It's according to what you're talking about. Jay Reddy, what's good? Salute to you, brother, for pulling up. Yes, sir. Joe said the ATL would be great. Man, right now, they treat ATL like baby wipes. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. I know something, may happen in the future, but right now we had fights just fall out, and we got regional fights going on. But when it comes down to big names, Gervonta Davis isn't to blame because he brought us two fights. He brought us Gamboa, he brought us Barrios, okay? He brought us, and Shakur Stevens and Jamel Herring. But I really would have wished that the rumor mill was that they was coming down here in December of last year. Potentially, Gervonta was going to return back to the A. That fell apart. And we just been left out here butt naked with nothing to do, man. You know what I'm saying? Boxing just left up out here stripped down to the goddamn butt naked. You know what I'm saying? Dirty, grimy, sweaty. Like, I got questions, man. Why y'all do us like that? Y'all just trample through here and goddamn shit. Y'all didn't clean up when you left. Nah, that's not ATL, man. ATL is Black Hollywood, man. It would have been great that they just had one freaking presser down here. Just one. The East Coast presser. Come down here, man. I guarantee you can, if you want to open that shit up to the public, man, no doubt about it, man. People come out here and check out freaking Gervonta Davis primarily because they know him. You know what I'm saying? He's a big deal down here in the A. But also Ryan Garcia, bro. Fighting almost 6 weeks. They can't put a rush job together and fill out no stadium. They got it right with T-Mobile. Tickets should be high price. Yeah, they've been talking about the ticket prices. The ticket prices are definitely going to be elevated. So if you're unable to afford them, I'm talking about those of you that has this money saved up, not the ones that's willing to sacrifice their car payment or mortgage or your kids' college tuition. No, we're not talking about you. Please don't put yourself behind and go up here and try to, have a weekend in Vegas. It's going to destroy you, and it's going to take a long time for you to recover. You got to get lodging. I said this before. You have to get transportation out there, Bubby. You have to get lodging, and you have to pay for a ticket for two. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to eat. So you're looking at a good foe. You know what I'm saying? Depending on who you are, where you're from, you're looking at a good foe. You're looking at 3-4 stacks, easy. It's according to what you're freaking where you stand at. Are you standing in the cardboard box, behind In-N-Out Burger, or you gonna get somewhere that's pretty decent? You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure your girl got standards. You're not gonna put her in a roach motel. She got standards, or you might be good. You might be good with it. You get a room up in the casino or whatever the host hotel is gonna be. Lock that shit in. You ain't worrying about nothing. You ain't worrying about dang where you gonna eat. You good. Your pockets are soft. You know what I'm saying? Your pockets are soft. So hey, you got them soft pockets. You know what I'm saying? You good to go, bro. Joe said you just spoke the truth. Here, led like sheep. Yeah, man, they lead us like sheep all the time, man. When it comes to stringing us with topics, right? Just to keep the attention on something that seems odd. But people talk about it like it's reality. And then I might come on here and say something like, bro, this just doesn't seem authentic. And then, sure enough, they end up bringing somebody else into the equation. They'll milk it. And then at the end, they bring somebody else into the equation after stringing us along for months. Just stringing us along for months, man. I don't know why boxing always got to play that game, but I just don't see this shit in MMA. I'm not going to lie to you. I just don't see it in mixed martial arts. They just don't string their audience along like that. That's just me. Davis is the A, man, and will continue to be until B. Yeah, Tank Davis has the star power. Gervonta Tank Davis has the star power. It ain't no question in that. In my opinion, between these two fighters, he's the better all-around technician. His ring IQ is absolutely higher than Ryan Garcia, point blank, period. Can Ryan Garcia box? Of course he can. He has a record, don't he? You know what I'm saying? The man is 23 victories in. He has a record. Ryan Garcia has a boxing record. He's a professional fighter. And he was pretty decent in the amateurs. He beat some pretty decent people in the amateur, right? But leaving that behind to what he's been able to accomplish in the professional ranks, he still hasn't had that breakout fight. This fight with Gervonta Davis, in my opinion, isn't a breakout fight with Ryan Garcia unless he shocks us all. This can be a breakout fight for Ryan Garcia if he indeed give us a display of something we wasn't expecting. The shock and awe effect. If Ryan Garcia is able to go out here and hurt Tank or able to win a decision, now he has the breakout fight. Now you're going to see somewhat like the Deontay Wilder effect. Let me help you understand where I'm going with it. I wouldn't say Gervonta Davis is ridiculed as much as Deontay Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Because Gervonta, skill-wise and his technical display, his fundamentals and everything, of course, he looks and he performs like a well-rounded fighter, period. But when it comes to me telling you that Ryan Garcia would get extreme high praise if he's to go in there and fight Gervonta Davis and beats him, he will get extreme amount of praise. And all that criticism that they're giving Gervonta for not fighting for this belt and not fighting for that belt, they're going to award Ryan Garcia as like Gervonta had Devin Haney's cachet right now. They're going to award Ryan Garcia like he became the undisputed lightweight world champion, bro. Just like when Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder, they awarded Tyson Fury with the praise that Deontay should have had. Deontay Wilder should have been on the front and cover. You can't award a fighter. You can't give them that type of praise, give them diamond status, when you never even gave Deontay diamond status. But when Tyson Fury beats him for the same belt he's defended 10 times already, you put him on the front of the magazine with Teofimo Lopez, a fighter of the year. So how can you be fighter of the year for a fighter that you never gave credit for being anything positive, anything productive in the heavy? I mean, come on, bro. But back to the task, though. If Ryan Garcia defeats Gervonta Davis, you would have think Gervonta had all the belts. He was a 5 division champion. They're gonna dang exacerbate this to the highest, bro. They're gonna damn near put Ryan Garcia in the pantheon of boxing. Believe me when I tell you. If this Mexican American pull this off, you're gonna see Ryan Garcia be on every goddamn magazine. He's gonna be on every talk show, all that. See, they're unwilling to do that to Gervonta so freely because of how his persona is and his actions outside the ring. They kind of find that it's like, oh well, you're not exactly user friendly to the public eye. You get in trouble. You have you just went to court and pleaded to this. That's how they look at in boxing, y'all. In boxing, they do that. Not MMA. They do it in boxing. But for Ryan Garcia is going to be on every magazine you can imagine because they want that. They want to put him out there. They want to put him as this glamour model boxer. They want him out there like that, bro. Dude, if you want to talk about the WBA regular title getting exposure, let Ryan Garcia go in here and beat Tank Davis. You're going to think they made the belt out of vibranium. You're going to think that belt was excavated. They found that shit. They was digging up there in the mountain. They found that, oh man, only one warrior was said to have worn this belt. It wasn't Gervonta. His name was Zeus Maximus II. He was the only gladiator to wear this belt. He was undefeated in the Coliseum of battle. They're going to have this man everywhere. Mark my words, bro. I believe this might be a 2-for-1. From what I heard, if Tank, this is about this rematch shit that was going on. If Tank beat Garcia, it's no rematch. If Garcia beat Tank, then he gets a rematch. That's sort of what was tickling me a little bit. Like, just give both a rematch. You know what I'm saying? Regardless, let's get a 2-for-1 special. What's wrong with these people not rematching? That's one thing Wilder did. Wilder rematched his toughest opponents, bro. He rematched Stavern, he rematched Ortiz, and he rematched Fury. Some of these fighters are not rematching their toughest opposition, bro, because they don't want no more of it. They don't want no part of it, man. They're not rematching. That goes for the welterweight division too. These fighters aren't rematching anybody. Who's really getting down and pulling off rematches? That's big names. Who is it? These fighters are one and done, on to the next, on to the next, on to the next. And then we're looking at it like, well, we would definitely like to see that fight again, but we don't think it's going to happen. We'd definitely like to see that fight again, but you don't know if it's going to happen or not. You rarely get outside of the heavyweight divisions a freaking trilogy like Canelo Alvarez and Gennady. But even that, in my opinion, doesn't really stand up to Gervonta Davis and Tyson Fury because Canelo Alvarez waited damn near 7 fights after the rematch to come back and revisit Gennady Golovkin or something. I may be off on those numbers, but he waited so long that the freaking energy, the shit just it just went away. It evaporated like, oh man, they get around to it whenever. Gennady's just over there with a belt. Yoda Murata's over there with a belt. Nobody's doing that in 160. And then all of a sudden they want to make Gennady Golovkin Yoda Murata. He goes in there and stock Murata. What does he do? Come off the motherfucking belt. Didn't he come off the IBF or something like that nature? He came off one of those belts, man. Didn't even provide the opportunity to face any of them. It's not like he could have faced Jamal Charlo. Jamal, I don't know if he really wanted that fight anyway. He's dealing with other shit. And then for the WBO, They never really mentioned anything over there. But anyway, back to Tank and Ryan. Is this going to be a 2-fight type deal? It can be. But it had to be so much adversity in this fight where people want to see a rematch. It's going to have to be something that we ain't seen Tank be in. Like, Tank is the influence factor here. Tank is the one that people looking at to say, it's no way after seeing Luke Campbell dropping Ryan Garcia, the Tank won't be able to clean this guy's clock, especially after Rolly Romero knockout. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people are looking at Tank to go in here and unload just like we expect him to do. We expect him to go in there. Look, I don't think when it comes down to the reality of what I believe, I don't think he's going further than Rolly did. I think a lot of areas in Rolly's skill set, the way he's used to being in grimy ass sparring sessions and doghouse rules, that's not too much for Ryan Garcia. You know what I'm saying? Once the bell rung for Rolly to press the issue, believing that he can knock Ryan out, Gervonta out. He totally believed he can knock Tank out. Rolly believed that. So it was up to Tank to let him know that, yeah, somebody's getting knocked out, but it's you. It's not me, it's you. Whereas Garcia, I want to know where his heart at. I want to know, do he truly believe and have the mindset of a Rolly Romero to go in there and press Tank Davis? To even take the lead on Tank Davis. Because one thing I remember Tank saying is that he felt Rolly's power and he said, you know what? Okay, now I'm going to chill. I'm going to get back to him. I'm going to cook him, and then I'm going to fry him. You know what I'm saying? He was going to just let him stew for a little bit, boom, 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 let some rounds go by, and then he was going to start picking up the pace, and that's what we seen. And the knockout came. Ryan Garcia, I don't know, bro. I don't know if he has the heart. I don't know if Ryan Garcia has the heart to press early in a fight with Gervonta based off what I've seen with his chin being up there in the air. I don't think he's going to rely on all that. You know, one thing Joe Goosen has to impress upon Ryan Garcia, to have confidence. He has to have confidence to a hitter like Gervonta Davis. He hasn't been in there with nobody even remotely close to Tank's power. So therefore, Joe Goosen's going to have to instill confidence in this man. Then he's going to have to make him believe that the changes that they're making in camp will be effective against Gervonta Davis. I'm not even sure. I'm not sure if it's going to be effective, y'all. I don't see anything that Ryan Garcia can learn within this time based off his last opponent, Javier Fortuna, bro. I don't see it. Don't mind me, though. Andrew Charles says, they say Ryan just an Instagram star, but he does have a following within actual boxing enthusiasts. Yeah, I hear what you're talking about now. All right, but I don't know exactly the location of the boxing enthusiasts and what you mean by that. Please edify or elucidate or just give me some little bit more clarity as the boxing enthusiast. Boxing enthusiasts can be 2 people there, Andrew. It can be 3.5. We're talking about a fat guy. You know, it can be a very small number of people. You know what I'm saying? A group is considered more than one person. So when you put S on the end of enthusiast, what number are we talking about? Are we talking about writers who like Ryan Garcia? Who are these enthusiasts? Are we talking about a group of silent partners internal to the 9 million followers that he have on IG? Who are these people? Are we just talking about those casual fans that really, you know, talking behind closed doors and in private chats? I just need to know, Andrew, who are you speaking on? Like, who are these enthusiasts, bro? I need some pinpoint accuracy on this shit. I need for you to land the plane. I just need to know. You know what I'm saying? Hype and Ryan, all they can say is that left hook, that left hook. I feel you. Tank has knocked dudes out with different shots. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Talk to him, Dion. Talk to him, Dion. Tank has closed out. Tank has shut the power off. Tank has disrupted the electrical current that was psychologically going back and forth across the synapses gap and allowing the mechanics of these fighters to be able to look, see punch, react to it, or throw their own punches and so forth. When they was hit by Tank's power shot, everything was a blackout. Everything was Operation Blackout. Shit was not working. There wasn't a spark. When he hit Leo Santa Cruz with that left uppercut, God damn, we started singing church songs. Go tell it on the mountain, over the hills and everywhere. We started singing church songs, y'all. Jesus loved me, this I know. You know what I'm saying? We was like, please bless him. Please bless him. Please, please lay your hand upon that man. You know what I'm saying? Gervonta has that type of power that to the viewing audience, it looks like we just witnessed a homicide. You know what I'm saying? Look at Rolly Romero. All we needed was a film crew up here, and dress Rolly's different, a little bit different, and we could have put him in any scene. We could have put him in a freaking action scene. You know what I'm saying? Where he was hit with a bullet and he was trying to make it back to his feet. We could have put him in a fight scene. You know what I'm saying? With a green screen, somebody kicked him. He went back, fell up against the wall, and then made it back up to it. We could have put him in 100 different scenarios based off his finish. But Gervonta hit him with a straight left. He finished Yorkis Gamboa with an uppercut. It wasn't as lights out, but shit was sparking like it was 4th of July, real talk. The fireworks was there. As anybody. Like, Tank has the ability to stop his opponents with different finisher shots. Is he trying to finish him? Yeah, when he put that motherfucking, that mustard on there, yeah, he's trying to do damage, bro. He's trying to do damage, bro. No doubt about it. This man is trying to do damage. Look what he did to Mario Barrios, man. He broke him down. Barrios tried to channel the Aztec warriors. They was there in the ring with him. Real talk. I ain't gonna lie, man. I don't mess with that stuff. They was in the ring with him. He brought them in the ring. You can tell, like, Barrios a warrior, bro. But Gervonta has some Baltimore street spiritual, you know what I'm saying, beast mode. He had a lot of shit going on that he brought from Baltimore when he stepped in there with Barrios for the first time at 140. He has that goddamn sustaining power, bro. He has that sustaining power. That's dangerous. That shit, that carryover power, that's dangerous, man. That dude can have knockout power in the early part of the fight and the latter part of the fight. He's a dangerous fighter, man. And you say, I think the fight would do around 350K. Confirmed 350K, not imaginary like Spence numbers. It's potentially could do more though. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that, man. I think it's gonna do a solid 350, man. I think. I gotta put the think in that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Cause they be trying to, you know, as much as I be damn critiquing motherfuckers, I gotta put the options in there in between my shit. I think. If I just say I agree with you, Andrew, and the shit don't happen, nigga, like, you know, I ain't up there agreeing with Andrew, man. Neither one of them niggas know what the fuck they talking about. God damn. Shut that nigga channel down and shit. Bruce Gas, what's good with it? Bruce, the OG in the building, man. Salute, brother, at WCS. Salute to you, Bruce. Good to see you, man. Hopefully all is well your way. You know what I'm saying? That OG, hope all is well in 23. I'd be disappointed if Ron doesn't show up in a tux for the presser. That's over with, bro. And I've guided people to what was actually going on. They didn't want to believe me. They didn't care. When he stepped in his first press conference, man, when he started dressing down, I want to say was it Tago? Was it Emmanuel Tago? I'm thinking it might have been Tago when Tago or it couldn't be Javier Fortuna. Nah, he was already he had already started to dress down before that. It might have been Emmanuel Tago, man. Ryan Garcia started to kind of like dress a little bit more. You know, his drip was more to associated with the culture. He wasn't in there with some motherfucking bar mitzvah type shit. I'm going to the prom looking nigga, and you know what I'm saying. And you know, I'm going to a wedding, a baby shower. You know, I'm the best man in somebody's wedding type attire. No, he started to, you know, dress. He went and got the ice. They made him a damn personal, you know, one-on-one chain for him. And that's when he started to try to start working himself up to build up this tank fight. All you got to do is look at the flyer. Y'all saw the flyer. Y'all saw that flyer. He's the only one up there with some drip on, bro. Now, if Tank would have had that shit on and nobody else, they would say, oh, look at him. That's the reason why he be getting in trouble out there. Look at him. Boxing ain't got shit to do with that. You ain't gonna fight with him up. Ryan was the only one that had his custom made drip on. He was the only one on the flyer with that shit. Only to build up some token black fight fans. I'm just being honest, y'all. They building up some token black fans. They say, oh shit, look at Ryan's, oh shit, man. Look, check that shit out. You know, they trying to build up that other side. They want Ryan to bring his IG followers, and they want him to bring a blended new group of followers. You know what I'm saying? The black fight fans, the black boxing fans. You know what I'm saying? Cali Fire on deck. What's good with it? Salute to you. Ryan going from the kiddie pool to the driving in the deep, to diving in the deep end. You know what I'm saying? It could end real bad for him. Tank, a patient fighter. I think he would go more rounds than his contemporary Rolly. I don't think so, bro. Because you know what? I look at Rolly in a sense where if you want to match up the aggressiveness, the physical aspect, you know, Rolly was, you know, a high-ranking belt in a physical grappling sport of judo, aka judoko. So I tied that in to him, you know, holding the type of belt that he has, being a part of those rough doghouse rules over there in Mayweather, to him going in here and actually attempting to carry out what we seen. Him pressing it, believing that he can knock Tank out. He did. Bro, there's nothing that's going to convince me that Rolly didn't totally believe that he can go in there and knock Tank out. Now, he was capping when he said the first round, but he totally believed in his mind that if he catches Tank, he can knock him out. As in Ryan Garcia, him saying he's going to knock Tank out in 2 rounds, nah, he don't believe that. Look, how long did it take for Ryan Garcia to knock out Luke Campbell after Luke Campbell had knocked him down? How many rounds after that, bro? How many rounds did it take for him to knock out Emmanuel Tago? He knocked the man down early in the fight and couldn't even finish him. So all of a sudden he's going to get with a new trainer and he's going to go in here with one of the baddest men on the planet, one of the hardest hitters, and Tank has an opportunity to go in there and stick Javante with the hook, a punch that he abuses, just like Eastside Cruz overhand right, he abuses it. He always relies. The only reason, look, the only point of entry that I've seen work for target practice with Ryan Garcia with that left hook is when his opposition becomes a mannequin challenge. When they are statically paused, that's when Ryan Garcia is able to land that damn shot. One thing I can say about Tank, he has mobility. He has defensive accountability. He can switch up. You know, if he want to box off the back foot, we've seen him in fights where he was off the back foot. We've seen him press. We've seen him take shots and play around with his food. We've seen him do just about everything besides just get off the canvas and be stunned. You know what I'm saying? I haven't seen that from anybody on his record. Is Ryan Garcia going to be the guy to do it? I don't believe in never say never type shit. I just go on record as saying, nah, it ain't going to happen. I don't mean I'm right. I'm just saying I don't think this shit going to happen, bro. You know, you want to dive in the deep end? Hey, bro. You know, sharks, yeah, they come in large size. Piranhas, they come in smaller size, and they'll goddamn take the meat off the bone. You know what I'm saying? They'll take the meat off the bone. Tony Harrison got to go through zoo in Australia for a trilogy. Yeah, he does, but I don't think, you know, that's ever going to happen. I don't think, first of all, I don't think the respect is there, Dion. You know what I'm saying? We're talking about, once again, a 1-on-1, a rubber match, right? It's legitimate trilogy. It's legitimate because it was a draw with Wild and Fury, right? But in this particular case, we have a 1-on-1. We have a rubber match. So therefore, if you got the opportunity for a rematch, Tony Harrison win, goddamn, you should give him a rematch for all the belts, bro. But I don't think that Charlo has that type of common decency and respect, bro. It's a 1-on-1. This is the typical, like, they want to fight Canelo there, Dion. But they don't want to follow anything what Canelo did as a champion. Like, he gave Gennady a trilogy. He gave it to him. He had all these fights in between. Then he came back to Gennady, gave him a paycheck. I don't think Jermell Charlo is going to consider that if Tony Harrison goes in here in Big Zoo. I don't think so, bro. Shout out to Michael Johnson Boxing Talking More. Salute to you, brother. Nah, it's not a downgrade, and it shouldn't even be a talking point. Well, I think the numbers are, you know, when it comes to a reduction, it's not a downgrade as far as big fights that's taking place in the T-Mobile. That is not the type of downgrade I'm talking about. I'm just talking about the expectations. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking on the expectations, like getting involved in thinking this is going to be something new and refreshing for boxing in 23. Oh, Allegiant Stadium. They ran with that shit. No, it's not happening. No, it's not happening in Allegiant Stadium. It's going to where all the other big fights is had. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to be at the damn MGM. It's going to be at the T-Mobile. That's not bad. 20,000 isn't bad at all. But I'm just talking about, like, the fight fans got their hopes up for something different. You know what I'm saying? Is this a moment where we can say we're crossing over? Like, Gervonta actually crosses over from a superstar to a megastar to be the first to do something. Yeah, he's gonna have a dance partner, but let's totally understand who's the bigger star, who's the A side in this fight. So for him to pretty much cross over from superstar to megastar in an arena in a venue like Allegiant Stadium would have been huge, bro. That's all I'm saying. It would have been huge, man. It would have been huge. I ain't gonna lie to you. It would have been huge, but we'll take it. If y'all in the building, hit the like button, please. And I'm not gonna just go on a dang tirade, because I see this a lot going on with different channels now, right? And it seems like some desperation. But I'm not gonna go on a tirade and tell you all something that don't exist. All right? And that is refreshing the super chat. Refreshing the super chat is just like asking somebody to refill your glass. You know what I'm saying? That shit was full just a minute ago, and you drunk everything that was in there. So you're asking for a refill. That's all that is. It's amazing in listening to some of these people, how they talk. I'm not just talking about Blue. I'm talking about other people that's doing this shit too. They say refresh the super chat. They feel if they just get $1 here, $1 there. If the listeners are doing it for them, cool. I don't have no problem with them. But as an adult, I'm like, damn. Would you talk to me like that if I was right there? Like, would you demand that I do something that deals with me offering my money to you? You know what I'm saying? Would I do it the way you're talking to me? Hey, refresh the super chat, goddammit. Stop playing around. Goddamn, get the likes up. I'm going to shut this mother down. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, man. Like, we're not talking to bots. And I don't have bitches in my damn live chat. So I'm looking at it like, damn, you got to have some bitches and hoes in your shit that really like to be backhand with your words. You know what I'm saying? They want to feel the backhand. They want you to backhand them verbally. Bitch, get your motherfucking likes up, bitch. Refresh the super chat, bitch. I'm going to kick you out, put you on timeout if you don't give me a motherfucking $1, bitch. For real, that's what I get, dog. I'm saying that's what I get, bro. That's the way it sounds to me, man. That's the way it sounds to me. But this right here, bro, I'm not trying to say, okay, well, it's a downgrade in a bad way. It is a reduction plan. You know, obviously, it's a lot more money in Allegiant Stadium. But yet, as I was putting it out there, right, I just felt like Ryan Garcia's status right now. You know what I'm saying? His star quality. He's working on his star quality. Javonte has star power. Ryan Garcia has star quality. He's getting there. He has star quality to get there. But I just thought he hasn't did enough right now to have star power and matching up with Javonte Davis where they pretty much on level playing fields. Like Conor McGregor had star power to kind of blend in and match up with that of Floyd Mayweather when it came to combat sports. Conor McGregor had star power. Floyd Mayweather had star power. But even though Floyd Mayweather had that mega star power, he had star power on that day. You know what I'm saying? All that time they put in to the pressers to match up with Conor McGregor's star power. Star power can be at an extremely high point. It can. And blending in mixed martial arts and what Conor was able to do for them to come over here and charge people $100 for pay-per-view. Ryan Garcia, they're not there yet, bro. They're not there yet. Like Ryan Garcia and his people, he's not there yet. He has the potential to get there, but he's not matching up that star power that Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather had on that night where they robbed the bank, as Floyd say. You know, Floyd came in with a mask on. He came in with a mask on like, I'm about to rob the place, bro. They got paid millions upon millions. $100 pay-per-view, yo. With a guy who had an 0-0 boxing record. Has that ever been done before? Has that ever been done before? Like, you want to talk about trendsetters? Has that ever been done? A mixed martial artist, 0-0, is the main event on the biggest stage possible, bro. I think that's what they're trying to do, sort of, kind of, with Deontay Wilder and Francis Ngannou. I don't know. I'm just guessing in the dark, right? It has to be two black fighters. Tyson Fury will make Francis Ngannou look crazy, but I think Deontay Wilder will you know, him and Francis Ngannou promo will be nice because they both have power, and I think it'll be enough to sell it to the people. Like, oh shit, you got the Bronze Bomber facing Ngannou, both former heavyweight champions in 2 different combat sports. Oh man, that should be crazy, bro. Shout out to Tony Boswell, man. Salute to you, brother. Much respect at World Combat Sports. And the chat stopped in to show support. Salute, my brother just got off work. It's good you made it safe off work, man. And stopped in to show love. Appreciate you, bro. You know what I'm saying? May all is well with you and your fam. You know what it is already. Shout out to Tony Boswell. Big Blunts Unboxing on deck. What's good with the blunts? Yo, what's good? What's good with your blunts? I did get your text. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I hear what you're saying. I talked about it briefly. But see, I don't want to act like I'm being a hater. Speaking about refreshing the suit, I don't want to act like I'm being a hater, because there are people that donate to my channel. It may not be in a quantity of other channels, but that's not my main purpose. The ones who do it genuinely. You know what I'm saying? But if I just like to do shit without being told. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing I learned. Like, doing stuff without being told for people, they kind of appreciate it. Some of them don't give a fuck. Some of them turn out to be assholes, and you ask yourself, like, well, why you even did for them in the first place? They was full of shit then, they full of shit now. But the ones you do stuff for out of the blue and you feel good about doing it, it shouldn't be no hesitation. You shouldn't even second guess yourself. You know what I'm saying? But to be talked to like that. Nigga, I slapped the shit out you. Refresh the super chat, nigga. God damn it. Y'all think y'all gonna hang out in my chat? Fuck that. I'm gonna shut the live down tonight. Y'all don't want to goddamn meet my goal? I'm shutting the live down. I got a 5-stack, $5,000 minimum tonight. I want to reach my goal, goddammit. Oh my God, dog. Salute to the whole chat. What's the deal? I hope Francis fight Deontay. Yeah, I hope so too. I hope they're able to fight. You know, in Vegas, of course. You know, I hope that fight is in Vegas. I really don't know. I couldn't tell you anything. I know what will do, what will potentially do big numbers, even bigger than Francis Ngannou, if John Jones and Deontay Wilder was fighting. That is a fight that can happen in Vegas at a different location, because now you're giving us the same vibe as Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. You know what I'm saying? I'm not comparing, okay? Because you have to dumb it down to people. I'm just saying the star power, you know, where they at in their career right now. If John Jones was to fight Deontay Wilder, come on, man. This is boxing. This ain't MMA. So all the prestige and glory that John Jones have earned over there in the UFC, I think he will have much more of a higher value now that he's a heavyweight. If they was to try to make that Deontay Wilder fight in John Jones, it would be mega. It would be mega, bro. Oh my God. It'll be mega. Because John Jones, he talk his shit too. Deontay's don't talk his shit. That's what I believe. That's what WCS believe. I think John Jones, Deontay Wilder will take the shit to a whole nother level, somewhat kind of like Conor McGregor and Floyd. But if Francis Ngannou personality, it's not there yet. You know what I'm saying? John Jones, he got the swag. He got the motherfucking, he got the mouthpiece. He got the trash talking. You know what I'm saying? He got the damn accolades and shit to back it up. He has all that. But once again, you're coming boxing. You're coming to boxing in Deontay Wilder's world. So therefore, I think a lot of people try to give John Jones a little bit of credit, but no, he don't knock people out in the mixed martial arts. So, you know what I'm saying? He can take his whole entire mixed martial arts register. But you know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I don't know. He has more star power than Francis Ngannou would ever have, but he doesn't knock out his opponents. You know what I'm saying? It's not like Francis Ngannou knock out all his opponents, but he does have knockout power. He does. But he don't have the star power as a John Jones. He never will. But John Jones don't knock out his opponents like that. He breaks them down with different angles and different methods to his striking. You know what I'm saying? He's an assassin, bro. What up, NO? What up, man? What's good? Yeah, these dudes are crazy, man. But yeah, that's all I got on this topic, real talk. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to beat it up too much with this topic because at the end of the day, I'm glad the fight is happening. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy for both fighters. Of course, we still have no idea about it. Look, you know, I was listening to different lives talking about what I was speaking on earlier. And pretty much it blends in with what I was saying about certain people talking to this, that, and the other, and who's the one that was trying to make something happen because of the fallout of the fight not happening with AB and all that. That's what it is, people. That's what it is. And then, you know, if they're saying that Team Ennis is not signed to Showtime, but they have loyalty, man, come on, bro. Come on, what are we talking about? That makes it even worse when it comes to you taking a fight with Crawford. If you're not signed and locked in Showtime, you could have very well took a fight with Crawford. People would have tuned in for that. But to hear people act like and always try to, you know, finger point the blame at Crawford like he didn't want it. He said he wanted to fight, bro. He had no problem. But Bozy was the one said he wanted to be loyal to Showtime. So how is it any culpability of Terrence Crawford not taking this fight? Come on, it's nowhere even remotely close to a sane individual. Now, to a hater, yeah, you can finger point at Crawford and say, well, he didn't do this and he didn't do that and he's moving. No, you can't say anything about how he's moving in this case. He has absolutely nothing to do with it. They came and sought him out. They attempted to accost him for another fight without having the opponent locked in. He's not signed to be okay, like I said, and it was pointless to them to try to go see Crawford out and present this to Bozy, who wasn't on board. If Espinosa reached out to Crawford about anything, come on, bro. It was probably to tell him, you know what? I apologize, okay? I apologize, champ, for wasting your goddamn time. I really did. They up here talking to me on the phone, and I don't know what the hell they was talking about. We don't even have a crew. We don't even have a clue on where the budget's at for this fight. Look, we got other shit we trying to make happen, like you and Spence, but they busy trying to throw this fight up here, like we supposed to just snap our fingers and the budget's gonna appear. Come on, we got people talking about look, Crawford and Spence agreed on a split, but yet it's still, we want to all of a sudden get this breaking news that they was trying to link up Crawford and freaking Ennis. Who was going to handle the budget for that? Where were they going to fight at? Where was this fight going to be? Whole Foods parking lot? Where was this fight going to be, man? Somebody help me out. Where was this fight going to be? Because I have no idea. I'm not going in depth about it right now. But where was this fight going to be? Nobody knows. Nobody was talking about no venues. Nobody was talking about none of that bullshit. And look, I need to know, like, if Ennis is not signed on contractually to Showtime, then why are they being chaperoned by Showtime? There has to be some type of legality there. This is not something that's wide open, you know what I'm saying, free running. Man, you have to have some, you know what I'm saying, some paperwork, some documentation. You just going basing off why you showing loyalty to Showtime for what? Like, how does it come down to it when you have a fight? How do you get paid? Like, are you locked in to receive a certain percentage of pay? Or y'all just going off a verbal? Say, hey, man, I know you talking, man, we're going to, let me see, we're going to put you up there for like 25, 30. 25, 30 stacks good. You know what I'm saying? That's after taxes, you know what I'm saying? The purse going to be a little bit higher, but you're going to be about 25, 35. Yeah, around that. Like, what's the purse? Is y'all ain't signing Showtime, man, what's the deal? Y'all a free agent? If you're a free agent, shit, we can make some other fights happen then. You can fight who the hell you want to if you ain't locked in to Showtime contractually. I mean, I don't get it, man. That's the hocus pocus of this shit, and that's why I put Mr. Copperfield himself. Because that man, he knows his tricks. Boxing has a Copperfield on deck at all times, in multiple places at the same time. Mr. Copperfield has become a staple and omnipresent in the sport of boxing. Because that's all they do is fuck with the damn minds. You know what I'm saying? They mind fuck their fans. They lead them on with the hocus pocus shit. Come on, this is a perfect example with this information coming out, you know, about Crawford Ennis, and to know damn well this shit wasn't going anywhere. He already has a freaking mandatory, and we still have people out here trying to point the finger at Crawford like he did something wrong. Now, every now and then I will highlight aerosexuals. I will highlight aerosexuals, no doubt about it. I will highlight aerosexuals. But I just don't go up there and group everybody that supports Spence. I would say, well, you know, well, I'll take that back. I have did that. I have did it, dog. You know what I'm saying? I have did it, so, you know what I'm saying? I've done it. So I can't sit up here and even respond to that. But just the way that people, you know, well, when it comes to, you know, anyone that support Bud Crawford, it just becomes old and stale, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, like, man, that shit don't make no sense, man. This whole ordeal don't make any sense. We know the fight wasn't gonna happen. Why people going around acting like some big shit was popping and little shit dropping? You know what I'm saying? This shit was bogus. Talking around a big shit popping, little shit dropping. Man, nothing was going to happen at this shit, man. Man, it's just a waste of damn our life. But Sir Foul Player Brooklyn on deck, man. I'm out, man. Thank y'all for pulling up as always. Y'all enjoy and have a wonderful evening. You know what I'm saying? Headed to Hump Day, Wednesday once again. Big shout out to the supporters, man. The WCS supporters. Big shout out to you. One love to everybody that's in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button on your way out. Thanks for Bud Crawford, Easy Route Spence for the donation. You know what I'm saying? Salute to you. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Soldier, Big Blunts and Boxing. Appreciate you, man. You know, dropping that info. Until next time, turn up and tune in to World Combat Sports.